Hey guys, this is Celtic. I'm coming on to do a book haul. These are some books that I have that are mine that I purchased and some that I picked up at my local library, which I was kind of surprised that they even had Wiccan or pagan books at my library. So I will get started on what I had. I had them up on my bookshelf, but I took them down to show you for the video purposes. First, I'm going to show you ones that I got at the library. And I just got them the other day, so I really haven't read them. But so far, I've kind of just paged through them. And so far, what I've seen, I've liked. So I'm probably going to take them out again because there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of them. And they are pretty thick. So it's kind of hard. They gave me, you have to bring them back in 2 weeks. So I don't think I can get them read in 2 weeks, but I think I'm going to take them on again. So the first one is Supermarket Magic, and it's by Michael Fury. What I like about this one is there's also oils in here. There's a lot of recipes in here, super cleansing oils, 4 Thieves vinegars. So there's a lot of recipes in here. Different ones for your Sabbats, making pillows, psychic oils, powders, protective powders, rosemary wreath. So I think this will be a really handy book. I've never seen this before online or to order it. So Supermarket Magic, really good. The next one, Ghost of Salem's Haunts of the Witch City. And on it you see the House of Seven Gables. I'm obsessed with Salem. I just went in May. I will be going back again in November. I didn't care what was in it. I had to have it. Again, paging through it. It does contain some pictures, and those of you who've been to Salem and love Salem, I think this is an excellent read for you, and I think you would enjoy it. They do go through St. Peter's Church, Nathaniel Hawthorne's house, the Old Burying Point, the Howard Street Cemetery, which we stayed about 2 blocks away from that, which was where Giles Corey, which I don't know if you are familiar with it, he was the gentleman who was crushed to death, or pressed to death. That's where he was buried and is said to haunt that cemetery. So there are pictures in there of that. So yes, this is another excellent book. Again, if you love Salem, highly recommend it. The next is The Complete Formularity of Magical Oils. Over 1,200 recipes, potions, and tinctures for everyday use. Tons of information in here. Helping Hand Oil, Heart Song Oil, Heart Healing Oil, Inner Peace Oil, Innocence Oil, Joy Oil, Kindly Spirited Oil. I mean, just tons. These will be great for those maybe starting out in the craft. Go through these, add these to your Book of Shadows. Just to have, I think it would be just an awesome go-to book. A lot of these too look on thriftbooks.com. I know those of you who are old school, so to speak, YouTubers who know Ember Honey Raven. She always speaks of thriftbooks.com. Check for these books on there, and you can get them at a discounted. I know for sure this next book that I'm going to show you, I have seen on there, and if it's something that you would like, I would recommend it because it is a hardcover book. It is a big book, and if you can get it cheaper, then I forget. I think I seen it for just a couple of dollars. But as you can see, it is a big book, and those that follow, well, you know, those of you that are obviously, if you're watching this video, you're into witchcraft, but it's Witches and Witchcraft, the 2nd edition by Rosemary Ellen Golly. But yeah, this is just something that I think I'm going to go ahead and purchase. The price over here says $75. Whether that is true or not, I'm not sure, because it looks like it was written on there. I'm not showing a actual price on the book, but it could very well be because it is a big and it is a hardcover book. Let me see if I can go through some of what we have in here. Again, we are Margot Alder, but just a lot of information. Again, we go through, of course, the Salem witch trials, the jail, a lot of your Solitary, Patty Slade, Herman Slater, a lot of people that came before us in our craft, and it just seems like a very informative book, and just again a go-to, a reference book. Again, it is an encyclopedia, and I think it would be an awesome addition to anyone's library, so to speak. So those are the books that I did get from my library. Put these down. My newest edition, which I purchased myself, which is the Laurie Cabot Book of Shadows. I will be going in November. I will be taking her Witchcraft 1, and I will be taking Witchcraft 2, which isn't until February. I will be taking those classes, which will be taking place in Salem, and they will be taught by Laurie Cabot herself. So I'm super excited about that. And I have gone through this and just like I said, I just got this last week, so it's very informative. Anyone that's interested in the teachings of Laurie Cabot, I believe they are Celtic, and they follow the Celtic path. And it tells you, their beliefs and what they follow, what is needed to move on to second degree, the different readings, how they set up their altars and the tools, and different oils, and it's just a plethora, so to speak, of information regarding her coven and her temple and how they follow. So again, if you are a fan of Laurie Cabot, which I love her and have much respect for her, and I'm dying to take the classes and learn from her, and I wanted to get this book before I go in November and read as much as I can before I take the class. So anyone interested, I highly recommend it. I got this on Amazon. You can get it cheaper on Amazon. So again, highly recommend that. These two I got, believe it or not, at Goodwill. I am Wiccan. I follow the Celtic path. Morgan is my deity in which I work with. So this kind of it isn't a Wiccan book, but when I seen this, I was drawn to it. I am of Irish descent, so it is an Irish dictionary, which it's over 100,000 words, phrases, and translation. It goes from English to Irish and Irish to English. So it was just something that, maybe it'll help me in my path, but it was just something that I was drawn to, and I had to have it, and I found it at Goodwill. Also out of Goodwill, out of the Broom Closet, 50 True Stories of Witches Who Found and Embraced the Craft, edited by Arwen Murphy Hiscock. This looks really interesting because I love hearing actual witches' stories and how maybe they came into the craft and their experiences, and they are true stories, and I've kind of read through, and so far what I've read I've really enjoyed. It tells their experiences and what they've gone through, and how they started, and the experiences that they've gone through. And I just love the cover. Very old. I consider myself an old soul, so I don't know why, but this to me seems very old. So when I seen it, I had to have it. So again, I got this at Goodwill, pennies. So don't pass by. For those of you who do go to Goodwill, do not pass the book section by. Take the time and go through, because you never know what you'll find. And then, speaking of something like that, Book of Shadows by Phyllis Curott. Phyllis is a Manhattan lawyer. I don't know if she still practices, if she's still practicing lawyer, but she did get into the craft, and I've gotten through